Hello there, and welcome to the June 2025 update to our Demystifying Microsoft series. My name is Wade Walker. I'm the Vice President of our Microsoft Alliance here at the Sourcepass Center of Excellence for Microsoft, otherwise known as the Sourcepass MCOE. And in my role here at the Sourcepass MCOE, I'm committed to transforming the complexity, demystify Microsoft licensing, and the list goes on for you, everybody attending this call, for our additional customers, prospects, our partners, and then all of our coworkers. Microsoft licensing is not the easiest thing in the world, and it's up to me to help put into layman's terms. And that's part of the purpose of these series, including today's series, which is going to be introducing Windows 10 extended security updates. If you haven't heard, Windows 10 is going end of life in October of 2025. I remember the date well because it's my wife's birthday. It's October 14th, 2025. I mentioned that earlier this year when I was talking about Windows devices, specifically AI Windows devices, such as the new Surface Pros and Surface laptops that come with Windows 11, which is a great way to upgrade your environment from Windows 10 to Windows 11. What I didn't mention back then, because it wasn't fully public yet, was the concept of extended security updates, ESUs. ESUs are extended security updates for Windows 10. They existed 5-6 years ago for Windows 7. If you're familiar with them from Windows 7, very similar now. And what it is it gives critical and important updates to your Windows 10 devices, because you're more than likely you're going to have a few Windows 10 devices that can't quite be replaced because they might be a line of business app, or you've got some other service running on them that you just can't get rid of quite yet, and you need Windows 10 running. Hence the purpose of these extended security updates. I know that October 14th feels like a long way away for end of life. The extended security updates become available in November, and then they actually become implemented. They turn on, so to speak, on November 11th. So I know that doesn't feel like a long way away, but heck, we're just 3.5 months away from October 14th, and just a few weeks past that is November. So good time to start planning for your devices that are running Windows 10, that you are not going to be able to upgrade to Windows 11. They become end of life, Windows 10 does, and we get the extended security updates in November. And if you can't get rid of that Windows 10 device, you can't upgrade it, then please, please, please consider these extended security updates. For what it's worth, just a little baseline back to Windows 7 extended security updates in 2019-20, we sold quite a lot. We were actually surprised how many we sold. We thought sure there'd be some people needing to keep their Windows 7 systems and not upgrade to Windows 10. Lo and behold, we sold quite a lot. So we're expecting something similar this year, where we can see some customers that are very interested in these extended security updates for their Windows 10 devices. Like I mentioned, in there are the critical and important updates from Microsoft. Those are included automatically in the ESUs. What's not included is technical support anymore, because the product's gone end of life, it's gone end of service. So what Microsoft does do is enable the extended security updates to keep your environment as secure as possible. But the technical support component, again, goes bye-bye, goes away in the middle of October here, just in a few months now. Microsoft terms ESUs as a last resort option for customers who need to run these legacy Windows 10 systems. I think last resort's kind of serious sounding, but it is actually, I think, an accurate way to put it. If you need to run these things, you have to ensure your environment's secure. Please, please, please consider these extended security updates. They're not too expensive, and they really help keep your Windows 10 device clear. So for these devices, to get the extended security updates, for those that did this a few years ago, they're pretty easy to install. They're like they're the same Windows updates. They're just extended security updates. The price for them, and they're going to be available through multiple Microsoft licensing channels. The price is $61 for the first year, and then it doubles each year after that. And if you buy in future years, year 2 and year 3, I forgot to mention this is a 3-year program. The extended security updates expire in October of 2028. If you buy in year 2 or year 3, you actually have to pay for the previous years as well. So it is a subscription model where you buy the first year, the second year, the third year. If you buy in the second year, you have to pay for the first year. If you buy in the third year, you have to pay for the first and second year, which is kind of a shocker sometimes, sticker shock, but that's the way Microsoft has made this licensing. And that's the way it was with Windows 10. I'm sorry, Windows 7 for a few years back, and that's the way it is here for these extended security updates for Windows 10. Some interesting notes here. If you're running Windows 365 or Azure Virtual Desktop, or like Windows 10 on a virtual machine in Azure, ESUs come at no cost. So one thing Microsoft's made, which I think is a pretty savvy move by Microsoft, they did this with the security updates for Windows 7, as well as the previous server security updates for Windows Server and SQL Server. If you're running in Azure, you can get these updates at no cost. That's a little more applicable to the server realm. Many PCs, though, are running locally. They don't run in the cloud, but for your PC that's connecting into a Windows 365 or AVD, that Windows 10 instance in Windows 365 or Azure Virtual Desktop gets the extended updates for free. And now this is a tricky one. If you're running Windows 10 on a device and you are accessing a Windows 11 cloud PC through Windows 365, which I think is a great way to do it, because you can almost just live in your Windows 365 environment, not really using Windows 10 that much on your device. Those Windows 10 systems will be automatically updated to receive ESUs. And then, no surprise, there's a special offer here for using Microsoft Intune or Windows Auto Patch. So if you're managing your Windows devices with Intune or Auto Patch, let us know. There's an offer that'll become available to streamline that process and get the extended updates distributed to all of your computers using those tools of Intune and Auto Patch. Lastly, before I get to a summary here, Windows 10 Home Edition will also be eligible for ESUs. I know that's a little out of scope for us as a Microsoft partner, because as a partner, we can't sell Windows 10. We can't sell the retail product like that. But it's important to note, if you're running Windows 10 at home, your kids have it or something like that, you can get the ESUs for Windows 10 starting at $30. So just about half as the industry rate, corporate rate, I should say. So here, in summary, this is a quick update here in June. Windows 10 ESUs will become available in early November, going live on November 11th, because Windows 10 is going end of life on October 14th this year, 2025. ESUs are available for 3 years, and these Windows 10 ESUs include Windows updates that Microsoft deems critical and important. And so that's a wrap for this demystifying Microsoft update with a focus on Windows 10 extended security updates. Please check this out on your favorite social channels. We'll post it on our main social channels. And then feel free to look at any of the previous posts, including the one I mentioned earlier of running Windows 11 on AI-enabled devices. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.